Welcome back to the Link Up Interviews. My name is Paulina.
My name is Nadine.
And I'll let our guest of the day introduce himself.
I'm Soul Physical from Ottawa, Ontario, 613. Been here all my life. I love the city. Ain't going nowhere, so get used to it.
The love that you have for the city is very we can feel it as you speak. It's nice. Soul Physical. How did you come up with that name?
It came in a dream, to be honest with you, a while ago. I didn't understand it myself when it came, so it was like I was in that process, persona transformation of my music and trying to like connect with it. I went through all types of different, stage names and everything like that. But Soul Physical, I had a dream about it. I was like, Soul Physical. It's just I didn't understand what it meant, right? But like in my music, I dig deep in the words, right? So it's like I talk about my soul, and my words reflect my soul. So it's like I physically touch people with my soul, and that's where I'm the Soul Physical. I'm here to touch people.
That's really interesting. Why don't you tell us a little bit about you personally? What's your background?
Personally, well, I come from a French family. Je parle français, je viens d'Ottawa, it's the beautiful city of Ottawa, right? Beautiful city. I'm from Overbrook, Vanier, so I lived somewhat of a rough childhood, but thanks to that I made you the person that I am. So I have my little brother, Mario Ricochet, what's up? So me and him, we were really tight, we grew up together, and we made music together. I think music is what helped me through my struggles, and it made me realize a lot of my life. It was like self-therapeutic for me, so without music, I'd probably be dead right now.
Would you say it also inspired your music, how it's created now?
Excuse me, what question?
So your background or your struggles, did they inspire
Absolutely,
how you make
100%. So like I'm not the type of guy to start rapping about cars and stuff like that, and like girls, and that's part of your life, right? Yeah, I'm more into like what's going on in my mind right now? How am I gonna figure this out, right? So it's by putting everything on paper that's like I'm able to see my problem, examine my problem, and figure out my problem, and then solve my problem, and then just make me feel good, So,
and that's also how you connect, right, with people, your audience.
Absolutely. So yeah, I think my life has been a big motivation for my music. Absolutely.
That's really cool. Have you ever thought of exploring maybe other music types, like I don't know, soul, country, jazz?
Well,
is that something that you've done already?
The country, yeah. Like I'm thinking about it. I started with country actually. So a little bit before that, like very funny. So I started with country, and then it kind of like elevated into rap, because both of them are very similar, right? So, but yeah, well, right now I think I'm involving more into the acoustics into the music. So like right now it's like slowly transitioning into all types of different things. So the genre right now is actually exploding in all types of directions with the music I'm doing right now. So
when you say acoustics, do you mean that you play live instruments for your instrumentals, or?
Well, personally, I haven't played a live instrument yet on my own sets, but we're definitely gonna work on that. Thanks for the tip. Like it's sexy guitar, right? So I gotta work on that. But no, but the acoustics in the instrumentals, a lot of piano, a lot of violins, something that gives you goosebumps, right? If it doesn't give me goosebumps, scratching no good.
Yeah, speaking of giving goosebumps, let's go check out a live performance of your track Freedom, and we'll be right back after the short break.
Je suis quelqu'un fier de mon paysage, citoyen canadien, sourire au visage. Je suis franco-ontarien, bon et c'est mon héritage. De Vancouver à Halifax, on a les plus belles femmes. I'm in love with the music that's pumping in my veins. I'm proud of my nation, inspired to be Canadian, alive with the pen again, picking it, ripping it. Radio stations where my city is, the 613, and I'm in love with the people here. In every corner, man, grâce à Gatineau. Dépassé Montréal, ça fait ta Shawinigan, escalader les montagnes, c'est baigner dans les eaux. Stand up, we rise as one.
That was an amazing performance.
Thank
I
you.
can really feel your passion, and I also really like the bilingualism in your song. It really brings out your background, also Ottawa's background, because I also watched the video previously on my own time, and you really highlight Ottawa and your love for it. So.
Like we said, it's a beautiful city. I love the city as much as you hate it, you love it. I mean, I left a little story on that song. I actually left to Edmonton.
Okay.
I thought Ottawa was the nastiest place. I couldn't ever live here, right? So I go over there, and my God, did I ever come running back here. And I never found the joys of how beautiful the city was till I actually went over there, right? So when I was like, there's lots of grass here. Wow, there's trees, you know? Like over there's lots of sand and this and that. So it's over here I actually found the love I had for the city. It reignited, and that's how I came about Freedom. I was just really enjoyed being here. I was so happy with my life, and came from all kinds of different struggles and a lot of transformations, right? So Freedom kind of like celebrated that.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm wondering who inspired your music. Do you have a certain artist that you look up to and really want to?
I used to have artists. Now I'm more like, I hear a good song, I'm like, oh, I like that song. I'm motivated by the song. I feel like anybody can write a good song.
Yeah.
So I'd be kind of biased to like say, oh, like I listen to this but not him, you know. So I guess everyone has a song that I like and motivates me. So yeah, no, I mean, Classified has a lot. Tech Nine, Eminem back in the day, Eminem now, you know. But you know, again, like everyone could write a good song. So and there's lots of good artists now, even local artists. Lots of songs motivate me. I'm actually exploring more the local scene, trying to read more books on different artists and stuff like that. So I'm trying to explore my mindset on that. So
that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah. There's something that I ask every artist that comes on the show because it's really interesting to see how everybody's different. So prior to writing a song, do you have a ritual or something that you do that really gets you motivated and inspired to create?
Well, we drink a 6-pack of beer, then...
Okay, everybody's different.
Great advice.
Well, first I have to get, you know, like I write when I'm not saying this to be cliche, but I actually only write when I'm feeling pain or, you know, that's my, I just get to the pen and I start writing and boom, 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 and next thing you know, it's just leads to one thing. I like just sitting there and just coming up with a topic just off the bat, it just doesn't work for me. I feel like I'm dealing with something, I gotta write it down, boom, and then it just happens to be a rap song, you know, so.
Yeah, good. No, it's crazy how it comes back in a lot of artists, and not just rap, but even, you know, painters and whatsoever, that they say that they can only create when they feel some form of darkness or some form of, and yeah, it can be really a good outlet for all of that. So that's good.
But I guess, yeah, like darkness, but like I guess when you're really happy too, I guess, like because Freedom was celebrating the joys and the light.
That's true, yeah.
Like I really wanted to accent the light in that video because that's where I came. I followed the light, like just this whole, you know, soulful transition. But I wanted to really put an accent on the light, you know. But like you said, when there's darkness as well, that kind of motivates you to get into the darkness. But now I'm learning to fuel it back into the light. I'm taking the darkness, turning it into light. So
nice.
You know, which is it's nice.
Well, thank you so much for sharing with us, and thank you for being here. It was a pleasure. We're gonna link his video down below to his live performance. Make sure you check out his social media as well. And also like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Link up, where you there? Link up, where you there?